Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Crypto Space. In today's video, we are going to cover ICP, its recent price action. We of course are going to cover a couple of interesting charts for BTC as well as for alts. So if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and a quick disclaimer that this video is not a financial advice. So let's have a look at ICP. ICP is currently trading at $16.78 and is currently experiencing a leg up of 22.2%. So that's obviously great. This is the breakout that we were anticipating for such a long time, and we are going to cover the charts shortly. So let's first of all have a look at market cap. Market cap is currently sitting at 7.6 billion USD, and 24-hour trading volume is currently sitting at 525 million USD. So if we are going to look at the 24-hourly time frame over here on CoinGecko, that looks very juicy, and I do anticipate that from now on we can expect bigger prices for ICP, because obviously we are heading towards the halving event and hopefully BTC finished its pullback. ICP is headed to South Korea, so that's obviously something good to see, because there are going to be more eyeballs on the project, and of course that's going to drive further adoption as well as general interest in the project. And now we've got a hackathon over here, and that is hosted in Harvard University, so that is very big thing. So we've got two universities that the hackathon is featured in, and that's Duke University as well as Harvard University. So that's going to be a great thing, and that happened on the 23rd 24th of March, so 2 days ago, and that is something that's great to see. If it comes to ICP being staked, that is currently sitting at 47.2%, and if we are going to look at balance on exchanges, let's have a look at 16th of March. So on the 16th of March we're sitting at 14,752,000 ICPs being available on exchanges, and at the moment we are sitting at 13,231,000. So there is a difference of 1.5 million ICPs being bought up, I believe, or staked. So that is very good thing to see. That's very bullish. And now if it comes to DeFi on ICP, we are currently sitting at 26,590,000. All right, let's have a look into the chart itself. So that is a daily chart. Let's start. We have finally broke above our triangle model as well as the major resistance level over here that leads us back to the previous cycle. So that is very big. That's the first thing. And now what I would like to see is close above that resistance level of roughly $15, because if we are going to look at the 4-hourly time frame, looks like we are being pushed down over here from yearly all-time highs, and to me it looks like that we are going to retest that level over here that serves as a support right now at $15.95. So I wouldn't be really scared if the price is going to drop slightly to retest that level. However, if we are going to look at the standpoint of moving averages, it looks like we are being supported by all of the moving averages, and ICP's price action looks very strong. However, one thing to point out is that the fact that ICP is already in overbought territory, and this is also one of the reasons that we are consolidating at the moment. So to clarify, what I would like to see is ICP closing above that level over here of $15.90 on a daily, and then we are going to see what is going to happen. However, my target is still around $24 over here for ICP, and we do have to be a little bit more patient over here with our ICP, because BTC is still before the halving event, and most importantly what happened over here, we were in hodl area over here, the yellow band for Bitcoin, and we pulled back to still cheap area, the bright green zone. So that is very good. I believe last chances to accumulate BTC, ICP, etc., because the halving is scheduled in 24 days. So I do believe that after that we are not going to see such prices for ICP. We are going to see definitely bigger prices for ICP, BTC, alts, etc. Shout out to Titan of Crypto. I know that many of you are currently wondering if BTC just printed its cycle top. The market is just offering you a last chance to get on the train. So if you are going to look at that super trend, we've just flipped a green, so we are just starting our cycle. And if we are going to look at the short-term perspective over here for BTC, looks like BTC is forming inverse head and shoulders. However, we might see a little bit of a retest, so don't panic if we are going to see a retest over here and a pullback after the little pump over here for BTC. Nevertheless, longer term BTC obviously still has a lot of room to go. And if we are going to look at the possible targets during this bull cycle over here for BTC, that will be around $300,000. If we are going to follow that ascending trend line over here for BTC, that potentially could be our top over here for BTC. Shout out to Stock Money Lizards. If we are going to compare the previous bull cycle to the current one, let's see where we are at. So obviously we had our pre-halving action, that's 320%. We had our final washout after the peak of the previous bull cycle, and after the halving obviously BTC saw 69k price levels, and at the moment we are pretty much in exactly the same spot, right? We had the final washout, 360% pre-halving action, and now we are coming closer and closer to the halving. And if we are going to look at the theory of 49 to 50 bars, we could expect a BTC around 260k. That's not far away from the previous target of $300. And now let's have a look at total market cap, including Ethereum and BTC. So let's have a look first of all in what happened in 2014, 2018. So we had our Wyckoff accumulation, then we had break above Wyckoff accumulation, then we had the first, let's call it a first phase of the bull cycle, in which we had a bit of a pullback. However, after that we had a proper parabola. So exactly the same thing is brewing at the moment. We have our Wyckoff accumulation zone over here, we have a breakout, and obviously we have a bit of a retest, and now looks like we had the first phase in which we have already experienced that pullback. However, if we are going to look at exact points of where we are at now, what we can expect is much bigger prices for our alts, BTC, etc. And if we are going to look at the standpoint of reaching all-time highs for alts, this is where we are at. We have already reached that very important level of resistance over here that leads us back to the previous cycle, and looks like we are being pushed down over here and rejected from that level of resistance, and looks like we are going to probably see some correction. However, we are going to see that breakout in coming weeks, I believe, and obviously after that we are going to anticipate all-time highs, and after that new price discovery for alts. So now let's have a look at inverted chart, and let's examine of what happened in the previous bull cycle. So the first stop was 460 billion USD for alts, the second one was 1.7, and if alts are going to follow that descending trend line, well, actually ascending, but the chart is inverted, so I hope that you get the point, we could expect around $4 trillion for alts. And now shout out to Mickey Bull Crypto. Bitcoin dominance is about to begin its descent, and alts will run explosive in months to come. So let's have a look. Every single time a Bitcoin reaches that level over here and the trend line, the descending bearish triangle, we are experiencing alt season. So I do believe that this time is not going to be different. We could see Bitcoin dominance pushed downwards, and then alts are going to have much more room to breathe and thrive in this cycle. Ladies and gents, make sure to fasten your seatbelts. I hope that you are prepared for this cycle, because I am, and I wish you having a great day or evening wherever you are in the world. Peace and love, crypto.